Well, good afternoon to you. As well as almost afternoon. I'll just say morning to some people, but it's nearly afternoon, nearly 12 o'clock. I hope everybody's all right. Keeping safe. I mean, the weather's been handsome and lovely. It's just what we want. Just what the doctor ordered. Keep this going now for a week or two. Evenings are pulling in a bit, but it don't matter. It don't matter. We've just got to go through this and say we'll be coming through with our booster. They said they're going to start them next week, I believe, boosters. So we'll be full of holes. Be like cheese very soon. Anyhow, I hope everybody's all right. I've got to say happy birthday to my wife's cousin's daughter, Carmelina Salamoni, up there, Camber. Have a nice day, mate, and enjoy yourself. Hope they'll spoil it up a bit today, because you deserve it. Good day. Now, I'm going to do a couple of David Prowse little stories here today. And this one's about a baby. It's hard to imagine you, Jan, I observed, as a baby, those long years ago. Such a foolish remark, it ignited a spark, on which he was anxious to blow. We never had nothing, I'd start him off, and now he was up and away. I never had toys like the rest of the boys, nor even a game I could play. I had this old tin with a pebble inside, and he'd rattle away like with a shack. I'd sit in my pram with his tin in my hand, and I'd see how much noise I could make. Isn't he handsome, my mother would say, but father would turn up his nose. Stop your row, he would shout us as I wriggled about, not a lover of kids, I suppose. But when you're a baby, you don't understand. I thought he was playing a game. Soon as father come in, I would rattle my tin and hammer him down on the frame. He's some pleased to see you, poor mother would try to pass it all off for the best. In a way she was right. I rejoiced in the sight of the hair standing up on his chest. One day I recall as I gurgled and shook and created one heck of a din. With one final bang and a crash and a clang, the lid came adrift from the tin. And that was left in the pram, and what was left in the pram was the stone, so I throd him as hard as I could. He bounced off a plate and pitched in the grate, behind all the ashes and wood. Mother come running and picked up the tin, then rummaged around on the floor, then checked in the pram, minced the biscuits and jam, and galloped her way to the door. Next minute there's father arriving at speed and unsympathetic in tone. What's the trouble, he growled. Oh, William, she howled. The boy been and swallowed the stone. Oh, there's nothing so daft as you, woman, he said. You're softer than yesterday's lard. What's the matter with you? Use your brains, woman, do. There's plenty more stones in the yard. Another one here by David Prowse as well. We had our hard times in the past, old Jan was looking back. Like 1956, he said, when things was looking black. First Ada lost her wedding ring with Christmas close at hand, and as for Christmas dinner, we had nothing special planned. But as often happens, there was better news to come in the shape of Farmer Hoskin with a job he wanted done. Come on up and chop some logs, he said, 'cause I shan't have the time, and you shall have a chicken plump and testy in his prime. Well, the chopping wasn't no trouble, but the second part was hard, 'cause my wedges still had feathers and were strutting round the yard. And he heard of Christmas bargains by the way he looked at me, then run like mad, spread out his wings, and fluttered up a tree. Of course I climbed up, he clacked and clucked, and up down back to earth, when I expressed my doubts of his origins of birth. Trust me to find the only bird from Inverness to Hale, with a brain like Albert Einstein, and a turbo up his tail. In the end, I peeled my overcoat and catching underneath, but another problem surfaced and to temper my relief, 'cause I couldn't kill that chicken if you give me 50 quid. I haven't got it in me, never will and never had, never did. And what will Ada say, I thought, as I started off for home, with the chicken tucked beneath my arm, my heart as cold as stone. I had to tell the story as the bitter truth aloud, but Ada, God bless Ada, oh, that woman done me proud. She said, I love 'ee, Jan Travaskis, as I've loved 'ee all my life. You're a man of gentle nature, and I'm proud to be your wife. Go in and take your boots off, light the fire, and hang your hat. There's corned beef in the cupboard, and we'll make the best of that. Well, I put my arms around her, slow to let the moment pass, then glanced towards the chicken, where he scrabbled in the grass. A glint of something sparkled, where he'd scratched aside the leaves, And there was Ada's wedding ring to pay for his reprieve. Corned beef on the table, not a penny to her name. No merry chink of glasses, not a test of grape or grain. A chicken in the garden that had nearly drove me mad. The best, most cherished Christmas me and Ada ever had. Thanks very much. Take care.